Plaintiff Paul Robinson is better known as Puma from VH1's hit reality show Black Ink. Puma claims the defendant approached him about appearing at a 420 event, but the event was not a success, so he lowered his fee. And she not only failed to pay him, but she also failed to provide him with transportation home. So Puma is suing. Defendant Simone Trent met Puma on Instagram and thought he would be perfect for her 420 event. Simone claims she agreed to pay Puma for the appearance out of the proceeds from the event. But since it was a flop, she didn't make any money. She's countersuing for emotional distress.
Start with you.
How you doing today, Judge?
Good.
Pleasure. I'm a big fan and all that.
Thank you.
My name is Paul
I'm
Robinson.
a fan of yours every now and then.
Okay, so I guess I don't have to say too much of who I am, but my name is Paul Robinson. A lot of people know me as Puma from VH1's Black Ink.
Mm-hmm. How many seasons you guys been on? 2?
3 actually now. Yes, sir. And it's basically about a black-owned tattoo business in Harlem, and I'm one of the characters that's on the show. I'm kind of a really cool, relaxed individual. Sometimes TV doesn't display that, but I'm a very cool, relaxed individual.
You're a weed head. You seem like a weed head on the thing. Are you a weed head?
I mean, I'll be honest, I kind of am. I'm not going to lie about that. I am.
Okay, well, that's how you come
I
across.
can admit that I am,
That's your
you know,
thing.
but...
That's your thing. I don't judge that.
It's legal in a lot of states right now.
I don't come down on folks smoking weed. It's about the same as alcohol, in my opinion. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Exactly how I feel.
Go ahead.
Right. I met this young lady, Simone, who I actually have not an issue in the world with. Really don't blame her at all. I just feel like the situation itself. But basically,
Where do you all know each other from?
Well, I know a lot. I do a lot of bookings in different states.
Appearance bookings?
Appearance bookings, and I actually
You
met her.
go to the party and you meet the people.
Meet the fans.
And you get paid
and
for
interact
meeting
with them. Now, I'm not one of those people that stay in the VIP and don't interact. I actually walk around the club and I interact with everybody, and that's how me and Simone met.
See, I need to be like y'all because I have to give a whole speech.
Yeah.
When I go, I gotta study, I have to think, I have to come up with something informative. Then I have to actually deliver the speech.
But see, that happens to me though sometimes because that person comes.
Speeches on what? What you giving a speech on?
Speeches on what's going on in the show. No, not just that.
Speech on.
Nah, but I talk with the fans though. I interact with them, and that's how me and Simone met. She came up to me and she wanted to do an event at coming up for the 420 holiday in District of Columbia. Now, not for
420, what holiday?
That's the basic weed head holiday, 420.
It's the weed holiday.
But not for nothing, District of Columbia, it was actually legal this past year. Mm-hmm. So I'm one of the people I like to go to the state to see how people react for when it becomes legal, recreational-wise, in their state. So I didn't mind doing the booking just for the reason to see how people are going to react.
How much was the agreement?
Well, the original agreement was $800.
$800?
Yeah. Now...
What, did she give you the rest in weed?
No. That wasn't what I was asking. No.
Celebrities charge a lot more for guest appearances, particularly after 3 seasons.
No, exactly. I actually do charge a lot more.
Yeah.
It was really like a win-win for me.
Even Jocelyn and Stevie J get 10,000.
Oh, no, I know.
They get 10,000 from Love and Hip Hop. You ever seen that?
But that's the point, that it really wasn't about the money to me. So the money wasn't the big reason. Really, I had nothing to do.
All right, let me get to her, ma'am.
I actually met him on Instagram. And when I met him, I actually just told him I was doing a 420 event and I thought that he would be a perfect person just because, basically I knew what he was known for. And he agreed to it. The original was $500, actually. We didn't go about the $800 until the second contract.
When did you all agree to $500 approximately, if you know?
The first, not the first.
What month or?
Maybe March.
March, there was agreement for $500.
Yes.
And and that was verbal?
No, it was in the contract. He sent me an email. I have the email.
And when did you all change it to, you say you have a contract?
Yeah.
In March for $500.
Yeah, but no contracts that I ever wrote were ever signed.
Was there ever a verbal agreement for $800?
Yes.
Okay, when was that?
That was after I told him that.
Do you know what month and year?
Yeah, it was April of 2015.
All right, approximate date?
Maybe like the 17th, 16th.
All right. Is that correct? Was that the contract? April 17th, you all agreed verbally on $800?
This is the part where I'm trying to be really nice, though. The party went really kind of left, and I actually lowered the price for her. I told her, just give me $500 because it was just such a bad situation, and I didn't want her to lose, and I actually knew that she just had her son's her son's birthday party.
You are a good guy. When did you tell her just to give you $500?
Actually, that day after the event went left, and
So that's approximately April 18th or so?
April 18th, and I also said it in email, which I have right here, and I also said it in...
All right, April 18th, it became $500.
Yes. Now, I gave her within a time span of she actually gave herself the time span by May 1st
All
or
right,
8th.
she hasn't paid you.
No.
So what happened? At the event?
Well, reason why we're really here is because of how bad it went after the fact. I usually have people, I take care of my own transportation, or I have people send me plane tickets or whatever, but she actually picked me up, and she drove all the way from DC to New York, and she was with a gentleman and her child, and the gentleman was a little left. He can tell that he was just mentally a little bit off. And he was asking me a lot of questions, and I'm
You smoking weed in the car. Yeah, that's what happened. The man came mentally off.
That's the funniest part about it. The weed actually stopped
back there laughing and stuff. You like, what is he laughing at? He laughing. This is his first time smoking weed, and that's what it does. First time you smoke weed, you go to laughing uncontrollably.
This can be true for some people. This is true. But the guy was a little off, and he just kept. I felt like he was just trying too hard.
All right. Nonetheless, you all get to the venue.
We get to the venue.
Get to the city.
I get to the city. They drop me off at the room. The next day after the party went left, the guy didn't pick me up. He didn't show up. I basically got left.
After the event ended?
After the event ended, I guess because he didn't get his money, he left me in Maryland.
Ma'am, what do you say?
I did agree to pay him, but he was supposed to get paid out of my proceeds, which is what we talked about during the verbal contract, because I told him my investor dropped out, so we didn't have anyone to pay him.
So you were to pay him $500 or $800 out of the proceeds.
Right, we were supposed to get paid $800, up to $800
right.
because.
And so if you didn't get any proceeds, that means he rode from New York to DC in a car with a man who was touched. All of that gave his time. He gets nothing. That's the deal he agreed to.
I mean, I don't.
You think I believe he agreed to that?
No, I'm just saying. I mean, I have text messages saying that he agreed to the proceeds. He actually, I told him up front.
And that's the only way he would get paid. Let's see
Right.
that. I want to see that text message. And he said he agreed. And he agrees in this.
Yes.
Okay. I want to see that. This is the plaintiff. Also, the money side, how are we going to handle that, he says. After the club's over, we divide the money and I pay you from my share. And he doesn't respond to that other than saying, I do. And I don't know what that means. After the club is over, we divide. What do you mean, I do? You were high that day. She didn't ask you to marry her. She said she'd give you the... After the club's over, we divide the money. That means you and your co-promoters, and I pay you from my share. You didn't say that's the only way he gets paid.
No, we verbally
just telling
talked
him
about
the
it prior
process.
to.
This is telling him the process, ma'am. Go ahead.
If you basically read at the bottom, this is way after. If you see the date, it's April 21st, which is after the event. What does you say at the bottom?
Let's see it, please. I, Simone Trent, promise to pay Puma the amount of $500. Any additional concerns you may add. What do you say to that?
I did, because after the...
You did?
Yeah.
All right. Have a good day. $1,000 for the plaintiff, including your emotional distress.
Thank you, sir.
Judgment for the plaintiff. Your claim dismissed.
Simone is my homie. I really have no problems with her. Just something that went left. And just business is business. You know? Yeah. We're cool, though. See? We're cool as hell. Yeah, it's all good.